What's going on, everyone? Today we are going to be talking about ONDO. ONDO is a project that one of the members has actually told me to go over. So shout out to the members, guys. Become a member of the channel. It's only $9.99 per month, and I'll go over any crypto project that you guys want me to go over. But anyways, we're going to be talking about ONDO here. We're going to be doing a full analysis on it from the technicals down to the fundamentals. So anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Let's get straight into it. And again, shout out to the member Gary here, a new member. He says, I also like ONDO for the long hold. Could we get your analysis on ONDO? So we're going to talk about this project, guys. First of all, we're going to start with the financials. We're at 4.8% up in the last 24 hours, 1.2% in the last 7 days, down 20% in the last 14 days, 28% in the last 30 days, down 3% in the last year. 90 million in trading volume, 2.3 billion inside of market cap. The all-time high got all the way up to $2.14 10 months ago. All-time low 8 cents 2 years ago. So this thing kind of looks pretty stable. I mean, over the years, this thing has been moving stable since January of 2024. So you can see it's kind of been trading around this same price range here. So that's pretty impressive to see that it's not doing all this fluctuations like a lot of other projects. We're going to go over the technicals, but first I want to go over a few other things here. So first of all, let's go over the actual website here. So as you can see here, they describe the ONDO chain as a public proof of stake layer 1 blockchain designed specifically for institutional grade real world assets. And they're almost on like the same page as BlackRock with talking about tokenization of assets. They want to see assets tokenized. So that's pretty much what they're specializing in. And it says over here at ONDO, we design institutional grade platform assets and infrastructure to bring financial markets on chain. So 10 supported chains, 141 integrated projects. So think of like gold, think of real estate and stuff like that. Like that's the type of stuff they're trying to tokenize pretty much. And then not only that, they also have institutional grade cash management. They have their own they have some stable coins going inside of our repertoire, I guess we can call it. But yeah, this is also their Flux lend platform. As you can see, you can lend stuff, you can borrow, you have different financial markets, you got a bunch of different stuff that you can do on their platform. So I think it's pretty solid, but I'm gonna say this: there's way too many layer ones. There's way too many layer ones that are actually solid projects. There's not enough room for them. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't think there's gonna be enough room for all these projects. There's just too many of them. I feel like at the peak of this bull run coming up, we're going to see a lot of solid projects die off. Like they're solid, but I feel like they're gonna stay at a low amount of user base, like just the people that want to use it, like just the solid people that are with that project. But I feel like a lot of these solid projects might start dying off because of the money in crypto is going to be more. They're gonna start focusing the money on the top projects. Like they're gonna focus it on Bitcoin. They're gonna focus it on Ethereum, Solana, XRP. They're gonna focus it at the top. So I feel like a lot of these coins might get left behind. And that's why we're seeing a lot of this inside the crypto market right now. We're seeing a lot of solid projects like this. You know, they're just trading sideways. And when they do finally pump, they come back down to where they traded before. But still, you know, this thing, you know, it could still have potential. But just remember, we're not looking at a 10x type of deal here, right? I don't look at this project and see, hey, it's going to 10x. Just by how, you know, stable it's been, it kind of feels like something that, okay, it might go up 100%, but then go back down to where it was before. Possibly, right? But anyways, moving on from that, we can kind of talk about some other things. So this is their Twitter here, so you can go ahead and check it out if you want. But this post kind of stood out to me, so this is just an example of how they work. Gold just had its best year since 1979, and precious metals ETF are among the 100 plus tokenized stocks and ETFs available on the ONDO global market. So they have actual use cases and they have their own layer one. So it's almost like Aster, but like with everything else, like what Avantis is doing. Avantis is bringing stocks into the crypto world, right? They're tokenizing stocks, and that's kind of what we're seeing ONDO doing, and we're seeing a lot of other platforms doing it. So what ONDO is doing is not like a groundbreaking thing. It's not a groundbreaking thing because we're seeing more projects doing this every day, from Avantis to Aster, and even more projects are doing this as well. So it's not necessarily a special thing, and I'm not trying to take anything away from ONDO. I'm just giving my personal opinion on it. But what I see coming up next here in prices, because I know this is what everyone wants to see. And again, shout out to the member Gary for recommending this. But yeah, what I see is the pullback first here. This is the first support. We have support here at this candle wick, that candlestick. We have support here, a little bit of support here. I wouldn't really count over here as anything. So we had 3 there. So a little minor support. And then we have another support here that we can kind of consider, which would be 54 cents, but it's right below 50. So I'm not even going to mark that one. And then we also have this right here. So we can just keep it at 50 cents as that next support because of that support right there. And then if we look down here, we also have another, which is about 39 cents right there. And then we have a level there at about 32 cents. So those are just some levels that kind of stand out to me. And on to the upside, if you kind of look over here, we do have some levels that you can, pay attention to on the upside here. So the first one that I'm noticing here is about 85 cents. It hits 85 cents multiple times and generally bounces once it hits that level. We got another level there at 85, another one there, another one there, and another support there at 85. So 85 cents is pretty significant for ONDO. That is currently the only one I'm noticing right here. So hypothetically speaking, if ONDO is to start going up in price, we're looking for 85 cents, guys. So let me kind of bring this back full circle. So if we pull back in ONDO here, the first level we're watching out for is 59 cents. So if we do take off, we're watching out for 85 cents. 85 cents if it goes to the upside, you're watching out for, and then if it goes to the downside, you're watching for 59 cents. So keep an eye out on those levels there, and then we can kind of look at some of the indicators to see which direction it could likely go into, I guess. But it's a little bit hard to do a technical analysis on something that doesn't have too much proof backing it, right? It just doesn't have a lot of time being on the market. But you can notice quite a few things here when you're looking at it, like the support that we're at now, the not 70 cents, but this level up here, this 65 cent support, it's pretty strong. It's held multiple times, but it's not going to keep holding like that. So just know it's not going to continue to hold like that the whole time. Like eventually it's going to give out eventually, right? It's only a matter of time for it to actually give out a little bit. And this, I guess you could say, is like an expanding, kind of like an expanding wedge. So yeah, you could try to say that this is like an expanding triangle, an expanding wedge, but not quite. It doesn't quite emulate that. But yeah, look, if we don't end up breaking this support here all the way down at 65 cents, I would say expect for ONDO to take off to 85 cents and then eventually to the top of this pattern back at about $1.11, about $1.10, about $1.10 to $1.11. That's what we should see if it doesn't break the support down here. If the support is broken, then you just gotta hope and pray, right? You're watching out for 50 cents. If this support is broken, we're going down towards 50 cents on Zondo or on ONDO. And then if you see it going up here, you're looking for $1.10 if you see it going to the upside. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Again, shout out to the member Gary for recommending this and asking me to go over this. So guys, go ahead and become a member of the channel, and I'll go over any project that you guys want me to go over, as long as it's not some type of small cap scam coin. Next one I'm going over for another member is Aster. Big shout out to the other member too. So shout out to all the members out there, guys. Become a member. It's only $9.99. I mean, it can definitely help you out, and you can probably make the money back within the first month. Because, for instance, let's say if ONDO does go down, if it does go back up here to the resistance at $1.10, like that's a good call. That's a good call right there. But also remember that it could go below the support. So what you would really want to do is wait to see, what happens. You don't want to always just jump at the first opportunity you see. So it's always good to have other perspectives on things, so you can, see what levels we're really trading around. Because if we break this 65 cents here, it's going to be a bad day for some people. But yeah, definitely go ahead and become a member of the channel, guys. Hit the like button and subscribe, all that good stuff. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, and I do not give buy signals and sell signals. That is not what I do. So if anyone is thinking, hey, I'll join and get buy signals and sell signals from Marcellus, I do not do that. I do a technical analysis, and then you make your own buy signals off my technical analysis, right? If that's what you want to do. So for instance, we got the support levels here, we got resistance levels here, we have a channel that we're trading through. So hypothetically speaking, if we were to come down here at 59 cents and then bounce up kind of like how we did now, and we're going to keep going up here towards the upside, we might go to $1.10. So, if you wanted to take that risk, you could, but I'm not giving a buy signal or sell signal. And I'm also not saying buy now, because actually buying now could be a pretty dangerous thing too, but it could be lucrative if you're lucky. And you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. So, it's all based on your risk management. And again, I'm not giving buy and sell signals, guys. So do not ask for a buy or sell signal, but I will do the analysis like how the member has asked for today. Big shout out to Gary, and big shout out to all the other members out there. But anyways, as always, I'll be back with another video.